Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Blue 60.
Watch the back.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Let's go.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. You got three. Three down.
Hey, 54.
56.
Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 70.
Check 56.
Stafford now to throw. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56. Check Mike.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
No. Off.
Alert.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 50.
53. Ready.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35.
Come on now, let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
22!
On second down, it's Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set! Get a 20!
Check 56. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win call.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. We want this.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I'm trying to come.
And middle. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
Brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check. Check 26. Check 26. 25. Check 20. 57. Spons. No.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He's caught. Hey, 43. Hey, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's a gain of a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Mike Yellow, 480, left.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 35 on second down. Stafford over the middle. It's Amendola. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing deep for Galladay. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Cello,
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
15. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
10. Ready.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Omaha, ready, move.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go.
Hey, whoa.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Throwing is Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Hey, move. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
White.
You. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass.
Hey. Hey, give me radar.
To throw is Stafford. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the slant.
15. Smoke. 40's in attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Tighten up.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over them into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
32. You think you gonna get this?
Switch. Kill.
22 jet bomber. Alert! Hey, Foxtrot.
Faking to give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Come on. You better bring it.
32.
From the gun, Stafford. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tight dog.
On 1st down, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on.
Go, Mike 50. Hey, easy. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Time to go, night.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled, and then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Hey, switch gears.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 57.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts. 2nd and 8. 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 2
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, 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 check. Trail right, 22. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 180. Check, check, 59. Check, 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 check. 59. Check, 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike. Hey, exit. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
32.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is all the right things. Read your keys. Do your job. But the biggest one, you don't have to do more. Just do what you can do, and you can make this play.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.33 40, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Mahomes now on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
57 colors.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ringo.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. 25 We'll go 25.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, lady.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
Yellow.
40. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, defense.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Mahomes to throw, sliding out of the pocket, and incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th. the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double up.
Big 20.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by Betty. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.